Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Another Monday, another ghost Monday, another sit at home in all over Southeast. And for some of us who already have an idea, the IPOB leadership had actually suspended the sit at home they started, but some persons have decided to make it, to enforce it regardless whoever else is being gone, in as much as the leader Nnamdi Kanu is in detention. Although there was another very one where it was written that if at a certain time of the month Nnamdi Kanu is not released at the set date, they may likely go on one more sit-at-home. But for the now, there seems to be enforcement, and this one is actually a sad one. Before we go into the newspaper to find out what has happened again on a Monday, a ghost Monday in Southeastern region, would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. Well, on Monday, as some set of persons set ablaze a bus conveying tomatoes, vegetables, and other foodstuff to Enugu for allegedly violating the suspended every month sit-at-home order. This came as residents have continued to stay at home, defying even the orders of the indigenous people of Biafra leaders who had severely but unsuccessfully tried to halt the action. It was gathered that the vehicle, Ford brand, was set ablaze by people believed to be enforcing the sit-at-home order at Edem Junction, Ibiegwa, Nike in Enugu East local government area of Enugu State around 5:45 a.m. in the morning. The vehicle was reportedly coming from the Ogugo end of the Opi Enugu bypass when it was blocked and set on fire. Sympathizers were said to have put a call to the State Fire Service, prompting a quick response by the Ogwa Road Fire Service Station. Enugu did not observe last month's sit-at-home, though there was low traffic. However, a shootout was later that day reported at Gaki suburb of Enugu metropolis. Sources told our correspondent that the shootout that last Monday may have forced residents to retreat and continue with the sit-at-home today. The leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra has severally announced an end to the Monday sit-at-home, but some hoodlums insisted that it must continue until Nnamdi Kanu is released. Violent attacks on those disobeying the order has forced residents of most parts of the southeast to continue with the order. When the state police public relations officer Daniel Ndugwe was contacted, he could not be reached as at the time of filing this report. The latest attack had brought to 4 buses conveying goods and foodstuffs that had been burnt, in addition to several tricycles allegedly destroyed by hoodlums for allegedly disobeying the sit-at-home order. This is quite disheartening, I must say. And so already, this is worrisome. The IPOB leadership, Emma Powerful, Chike Doziem, and the rest, and a whole lot of them have actually debunked. They have actually, suspended the sit-at-home. Who gave the order initially? IPOB. Who suspended it? Who suspended the order? IPOB. So why are they enforcing it? Is it that, at sometime last week, Monday, thereabout as well, they realized that some persons are using their name to commit crime. They went about, looking out for those who have been stealing, using the name of ESN, using the name of IPOB. They were able to get some young lads, some quite young, some of them between the ages of 22, 25, 27, within that range. They were able to catch some of them. Some of them were like, they just wanted to enforce it, and some of them just didn't know what it was. They felt it was something that they should just cash in and make some dough from it, but they didn't realize it's actually a serious business. But one being the fact that in Enugu, there was a low traffic. Some persons came out last week Monday, coupled with the promises made by the chief security officers, the governors of the state, that there will be securities at every junction, every unique junction that may be prone to violence. So they felt, okay, if last Monday sit-at-home, a lot of persons came out, though not like the usual everyday activities, which means that there could just be hope. That means this Monday, gradually they can gradually turn sit at home to a working day. Little did they know. And you can imagine how early the tomato people moved. 5:45 a.m. as about early hours of the morning, but they were still already waiting. This is quite honestly, some people say sit at home, you should sit. I agree. Oh, I'm not against it, but the truth is, who's feeling the brunt? You may be surprised that tomato is owned by an Igbo man, and he's probably bringing it because he felt the IPOB have suspended it, right? The people who brought it up have suspended it, and they're saying they're going to, deal with any miscreant or anybody who tries to enforce it. And the governors have also endorsed that they should not be sit at home anymore, which means everything about it based on what media coverage is saying, which means there is agreement that the sit at home has been suspended. Then who is enforcing it? Now those who dare to come out have lost some goods in hundreds, in millions of naira. Who's going to pay for it? The governors definitely will not compensate anything because they have their hands full already. The states, the businessmen now will bear the pains of the burdens of losing goods worth over millions of naira. So who do we believe? If the governor said, I as the chief security officer say there is no sit at home and it can't be obeyed, then honestly, let's call a spade, then there's parallel government in the states. If the governor cannot say a thing and there's an enforcement, but other persons are saying sit at home, of which they have even suspended, and these guys are just going up and down enforcing it, and they seem to be no one stopping it, then honestly the governors need to have a rethink. They're not actually in charge. Who's going to be? This is so painful, honestly. And gradually, bit by bit, if they continue in this regard, where they fear no God and respect no man. What I mean by that is IPOB have suspended the sit at home. The governors and the leadership of the state have also said there should be no sit at home. People should go about their duties peacefully. And despite all these calls, nobody's heeding to these calls of suspension. Then we are gradually knocking at anarchy. Anarchy is knocking at the doors of Southeastern Zone. And if anarchy sets in, I'm afraid, because one would have said, okay, IPOB brought the idea up and they have suspended it, and these guys obeyed. Fine. But in the situation that IPOB will give an order and these guys are still not obeying it, then who do they fear? There's order in every organization. So if the hierarchy says stop, well, I mean, it's IPOB. When they're making look as if this whole thing is not a zombie thing. When they say stop, you stop. Even if it's not, what's that thing they say in military? Obey the last order. It may not be favorable to you, but you obey it because it's coming from above. So if the order from above, from the leadership, says obey, or you obey it, regardless. It's rather sad, I must say. And this is really painful because those who are feeling the pains right now are mostly the Igbos. Let's meet in the comment section. Please, no hate words. What's your take on this?